Rule number 13. Mandative subjunctive concord. If you had this question, which one would you select as your answer? I wish that he come here, or I wish that he comes here. Let us delve straight into the lesson. Sometimes we use sentences to express demand, wish, request, recommendation, resolution, or suggestion. Whenever we use these words in our sentences, then we call it the subjunctive mood. So the subjunctive mood is used to express demand, wish, request, recommendation, resolution, or suggestion. Whenever you are expressing this mood, then the verb selected must be in the bare form, irrespective of the subject that we use. For instance, it is recommended that he audit the report. Why didn't we write audits as we would have done in our subject-verb agreement? We used the bare form of the verb because we had the word recommended over here. So we were expressing recommendation. It is subjunctive mood, and you are going to go for the bare form of the verb, no matter the subject that is used. Another sentence, we demand that he pay his share. Why isn't it he pays as we learned? This is because we have used the word demand over here. So we are expressing subjunctive mood, and therefore we must take the bare form of the verb. So this is the correct form of the sentence. We demand that he pay his share. The next one, the president suggested that the minister leave immediately. Why did we select the bare form of the verb? This is because we had suggested. We are expressing suggestion. So subjunctive mood. And what verb do we select? A bare form of the verb. So the president suggested that the minister leave immediately. I pray he recover soon. Here we are expressing a wish through prayer. Therefore, we will select the bare form of the verb. So, I pray he recover soon. Now let us express a resolution. They have resolved that the chairman buy the furniture. Why didn't we write buys? Because the chairman is singular. Isn't it singular? The rule says that if we have words like pray, resolve, suggest, demand, recommend, it means that we are expressing a subjunctive mood. Therefore, we would have to go for the bare form of the verb. So it will be, they have resolved that the chairman buy the furniture. Let's solve this question. I recommend that my mother buy me a book or buys me a book. What is the correct response? The answer is buy. This is because we have recommendation. We are expressing a subjunctive mood. Therefore, we will go for the bare form of the verb. There are other cases where the subjunctive mood also occurs. That is when you have to use the subjunctive were. If you are expressing a wish using words like if, as though, then it means that you are referring to a hypothetical situation, a situation that is not real. Therefore, if you are choosing between was and were, you are going to go for were, irrespective of the subject. For example, I wish I were a girl. Here it is a hypothetical situation, something that is unlikely to happen. Therefore, we use were as our verb and not was. I wish he were a boy. Here we are expressing a hypothetical situation. So we are going to go for were and not was. If I were you, I would not attend the event. Why did we choose were? This is because we are expressing a hypothetical situation using if. We would have to go with were and not was. In the last one, if Ken were rich, we wouldn't be suffering. Why didn't we write was? Since Ken is singular, we did that because this is an unreal situation, a hypothetical situation. So we are expressing something like a wish. Therefore, if Ken were rich, not if Ken was rich. Let's solve this question. If their father was or were alive, they wouldn't struggle. What are you going to select over here? Since we are expressing a hypothetical situation, we are going to go for were, because this situation is unreal. So we will apply the subjunctive were. If their father were alive, they wouldn't struggle.